Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my review for this week's episode of Dragon Ball Super. This one was episode 7. It's called How Dare You Hit My Bulma, Vegeta's Furious Transformation. Okay, so I know I said last week that I was going to take up an irregular schedule for the Dragon Ball Super reviews, or just maybe not do them, at all. But I decided, you know what, let's just continue with it, because you guys know I'm going to watch it anyway, no matter what. And, even if I don't like an episode so much, I can just say so in the review, even though I don't like to do negative reviews. But this week, I actually did like this week's episode a lot. This one was a lot of fun, because this is one of my favorite parts of Battle of the Gods, is when Bulma smacks Beerus. And then he smacks her back, and and Vegeta just loses his shit. And this week's episode was actually pretty good because they slowed it down. See, a lot of what they've been doing in Dragon Ball Super, of course, is taking the storyline from Battle of Gods and slowing it down and taking their time with it. Now, sometimes I don't like it that much with certain parts that we kind of already seen and don't have that much emotional impact. But with this part, I actually did like the slowdown quite a bit, because it gave us a chance to really analyze the smacks and everything. And as she walks up to him, he's like ready to kill. Like, it's just the hilarity of it. I mean, he's sitting here, he's ready to kill Vegeta. Like, Vegeta is about to die, and Bulma just walks up to him and she just bitch smacks him. She just slaps. And you see his face, and she actually lands a scratch on him, or like a few, like boom. And then you see here, and then he just like. He's just like, from his perspective, he's probably thinking to himself, did this bitch just smack me? And so he kind of gets like, I don't know if he's happy from it, if he's perplexed, if he's like, what is happening here? Or he just enjoys slapping her back. But then as he smacks her back and she kind of lands in the arms of the two that were holding her, zooms in on her face, and Vegeta just, is just like, going crazy, goes Super Saiyan 2. So, it was topic of some conversation. Are we going to get to see him go Super Saiyan 3? Is it going to stay 2? It looks like it's probably going to stay 2. Next week's episode is called Goku Steps Up, Beerus Sama's Last Chance. So Vegeta's Furious Transformation was fun in this one, and I really like to see kind of some of the different Z fighters attacking Beerus. The animation was really good, really clean. Colors were bright. I really love the way in this Piccolo and Dende look. I mean, they're green, just bright green. Really vibrant and beautiful. And sometimes you get the lines on the outside, were really thick. They do that sometimes. In this one, it didn't bother me at all, because when when Beerus is yelling at Gotenks as a kid, he's like tapping him on the wrist or scolding him. His kid's like this big, and he's yelling in his face like he's giving him the business, like he's yelling at a kid. It just had some really funny moments this week in this week's episode. I did enjoy it quite a bit. I'll read the description from the wiki, the episode guide. It says Beerus effortlessly disposes of Majin Boo, which was also funny. While Vegeta stands by in awe, Vegeta tries to persuade Beerus to calm down and enjoy himself, but he refuses to listen. Trunks and Goten fuse into Gotenks and attack, but to no avail, and get scolded for doing so. I added that part in. Powerless to do anything else, Goten starts insulting Beerus, for which, because he's been known to do that. He's a kid. They're kids anyway. They've done that before lots of times. They like to call names and stuff. For which he is promptly punished. Piccolo, Tien and Android 18 try to take down Beerus with little success. Majin Boo attacks again, but is unable to land a single hit, but Bulma did. While observing the battle, Dende realizes that, what Beerus actually is, and immediately informs Piccolo. Before Piccolo is able to warn him, Gohan powers up and charges towards Beerus. And it's not even like Beerus just hits him. He takes Majin Boo and he just hits him with that, and that's enough, and it's over. Just the God Force, the God, energy is Kai is just. It's not like it's a level that you could ever achieve. I think the way I view it is like you could never achieve it on this plane just by training and becoming the most powerful. You can become the most powerful character in the regular Dragon Ball universe, but you still won't have any kind of God, energy, deity, power, or chakra or Kai in you. That energy is just a different type of energy that doesn't translate. It's like a video game if you have God mode, so to speak, is the way I like to look at it. Beerus repels Gohan, taking them both out. Being the last one standing, Vegeta confronts Beerus, but he is swiftly brought to the ground. Beerus tells Vegeta that he is disappointed with him, that he is just as weak as his father was, even though obviously he's clearly not. Just as Beerus is about to finish Vegeta, Bulma walks up and slaps him for ruining her birthday party. Beerus retaliates in similar fashion, backhands her back. Seeing Bulma get struck infuriates Vegeta. He explodes and powers up immensely. So that's it. So I'm going to keep my reviews shorter because each episode with the intro and outro, which I'm not used to. I'm used to reviewing, The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones and Fear the Walking Dead and other shows like that are an hour long, so we talk about them quite a bit. But with Dragon Ball Super week to week, anime reviews, each episode is like 20 minutes. So, it's with the intros, it's sometimes not even 20 minutes if there's slowdowns in between. So, I'll keep the reviews kind of quick. This one I'm going to give an 8.5 out of 10. I did like this episode a lot for what it is. And, last week in that, I think my expectations were a little bit too high. But if they continue like this with, really bright, great animation, getting to see some cool, different, slowdowns, and when it's necessary, it can be done well. It's good to slow down things when something big is happening or something really funny or, something of the sort is happening. If they just do it at the right time instead of just slowing down a whole episode where really not much is happening. This one was fun. We got to see a lot of action. We got to see, the comedy parts. Gotenks getting scolded, Bulma with the backhand, so that was funny. And, I am looking forward to it. I mean, it's 100 episodes, and people were saying in the comments, like, Trev, it's early yet. Don't judge it yet. You're doing reviews, but don't judge it yet. We're going to get to see new stuff later on down the line. So, and also like this, we get to kind of see in a slower pace, more, not analytical, but more of a zoomed in, slowed down, concentrated viewpoint for some of the different parts in the story that were just blown by really quickly in Battle of Gods. So that part of it's pretty cool. So let me know what you guys thought about this episode 7. What do you think for episode 8? What do you think we're going to see? Goku steps in, Beerus-sama's last chance. So maybe we'll see something with the Super Saiyan God there. I forget exactly how that particular part goes in Battle of Gods. Right after Vegeta gets smacked for trying to attack Beerus for smacking Bulma. So if you guys like the review, please thumb it up below. If you want to support the channel, please share and favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, you want to see more Dragon Ball reviews from me, go ahead and subscribe at the bottom left. That's it for this review, guys. I may see you next week for another review. Maybe not. Depends how good the episode is. If it's this good, I probably will. That's it for this one. See you guys for the next one. As always, it's Trev. Saying peace.